My second idea for you today is going to go with this card. Basically, I call it a quilt card. I use a 1¼ inch square punch, with a lot of the new sweet pea paper to create a quilt pattern that's really fun and really shows off all the different patterns and how well they coordinate with each other. But this option for the outside of the envelope is essentially the reverse. You can use a little bit less paper because I'm going to decorate the outside flap instead of the inside that we just did. So this one you're going to want to cut, or at least my suggestion is to cut to 2½ by, again, 5 11/16, so that it basically covers that entire edge. Now again, as I said before, you certainly have the option of attaching it. You can use Dado or a temporary adhesive if you want to just put it on here, trace it out, and then cut it after you've traced it with a pencil. But again, I find it pretty easy, especially if you've got a strong pattern or background that's going to really show the white edge of the envelope. It's not that difficult to do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Stampin' Up's two-way glue, and I'm going to go along the edges and along here. Very, very easy. And I've chosen this particular paper. It's not even on my card, but I wanted to really play with all those beautiful patterns in the sweet pea paper pack. Okay, so I'm lining that up with the crease. I'm going to flip it over, and as you can see, I have a nice, easy to follow, and you can take your time if you're not real comfortable with scissors, easy to follow line for creating an outside flap. And I have always learned that you turn the paper, not the scissors. And I will show you how easy this can be. This one's not going to require any additional scoring. Sometimes I use my bigger scissors, but I have found when I round the corners I do a better job with my paper snips. I'm going to take a look at that, and I'm going to say, I always need to trim a little bit off. I'm never as good on the right side as I am on the left, but that's just me. Okay, so that's now all on there, and it's beautiful, and I think it looks great with this. And that will flap right back over and work with that card. And I will be moving on to my final envelope about embossing.